Hello everyone, today we will recap a romantic movie titled, The Maid, in which a teenager takes advantage of his maid, and embraces her on a regular basis. Spoilers ahead, keep an eye out and enjoy the recap. Jake is a 17-year-old teenager, who has traveled to England from America to spend time with his father. When Jake arrives at England, he meets his father David. David shows Jack his room, but Jack is unhappy with it and compares it to a prison cell. When David overhears this, he asks Jack why he hates him so much, but gets no response. David then exits the room, explaining that his connection with his father was terrible, because he didn't spend him enough time. Jack lost his mother as soon as he was born, and believed that he was to blame for her passing. As soon as David departs, Jack gets a bottle of whiskey out of his suitcase and takes a sip, and then goes down on the bed to fall asleep. The following day, while smoking in his room's balcony, he notices a beautiful woman in the garden. Since Jack was a teenager with a bull that was always ready to fight, he followed the woman. When his father arrived, he introduced Maria to Jack and assured him that she would take care of him. Then Jack goes outside with his camera to take some pictures, because he liked taking pictures. When he gets home, he runs into Maria again. Meanwhile, Jack starts to feel more cared for, as Maria starts to cook for him and give him drinks, and they even commence to talk with each other. When Maria asks how long he intends to stay, Jack replies that he will only be there for a few days, since he is not close to his father. Then Maria tells Jack that he should be more attached to his mother than his father, which infuriates Jack and causes him to leave right away. When Maria returns, she apologizes for what she had earlier said, but Jack ignores her. Later that day, Maria comes to say goodbye, but Jack calls her back and apologizes for his earlier behavior. He then tells Maria that his mother passed away during his birth, and Maria expresses her sympathy. Jack then explains that his mother divorced his father before he was born, and that his father then married his stepmother. Jack doesn't like his stepmom at all, and for this reason, Jack remains very angry with his father. The next day, Jack gets his camera and heads out for an outing. While he was out, he encounters an attractive girl who wants to talk to Jack, because she wants to embrace him. Maria subsequently passes by and witnesses them both chatting. When Jack gets home, he finds Maria relaxing in the garden. Jack hides there and sneaks a few photos of her, because she looked exceptionally attractive. He also got some close-up shots of her. Later, he runs into Maria in the kitchen, where she asks him about the girl. Maria suggests he should have spent more time with that girl, but wonders why he got home so early. At the present moment, she has no idea that Jack wants to bang her. When Maria inquires about whether he and David spend time together, Jack becomes upset and storms off. Maria chases after him and tries to talk to him. Jack assures her that he is not angry with her, but rather with his father. He also lets her know that he lives in America with his uncle. As they speak, Jack learns that Maria has also lost a loved one. He tells her that his life is becoming increasingly depressing. She then goes to prepare food. After some time, Jack and Maria sit down to dine together. As he becomes closer to her, he signifies his comfort level with her. Later on that day, Maria stops by Jack in the garden and gives him a drink. Jack tells Maria that she looks like his mother in sights, and then she asks Jack about his birthday preparations. Jack replies violently, declaring that he's not in the mood to discuss, and walks out. One day, Jack is drinking in his room while screaming loudly. Maria enters the room and asks what's wrong. He replies that he gets upset around his birthday, because he feels bad about his mother. He tells Maria the whole story about his past. She tells him that she can relate to his pain, since she too lost her child when she became pregnant at the early age. Her parents did not murder the child, but instead removed her from him. Meanwhile, Jack's father tells him that he is departing on a business trip, and would return in a few days. After hearing this, Jack becomes outraged once more. After Jack's father leaves, Maria and Jack are left alone in the house. One night while Jack was watching television, Maria joined him and encouraged him to give his father another chance. When Maria asked Jack to change the channel, a scene of a child drinking milk appeared on TV, which made both of them feel uneasy. However, that night, Jack started fantasizing about Maria and played with his horse while staring at her picture. The following day, Maria ran into her ex-boyfriend. He convinces Maria that he still loves her, and that they can start once again if she chooses so. Meanwhile, Jack eavesdropped on their chat in the background while they were talking. The following day is Jack's birthday, and as he walks to the kitchen, he finds Maria wishing him a happy birthday, however Jack asking for a gift from her. As Maria asks him what he wants, Jack replies that he wants her. This surprises Maria, who tells Jack that it is impossible and that he is too young. Jack then says that he heard all Jacob said the day before, and then Jack confesses his emotions for her. However, Maria maintains that she was only being nice with him, and does not want to give him the wrong ideas. She also informs him that she is merely a friend. Despite Maria's rejection, Jack tries to get close to her. She becomes agitated and slaps him. Then the doorbell jingles and Maria unlocks the gate, where she sees the same girl. The girl greets Jack with a hug. Then Jack goes out with her and tells her that it is his birthday today. The girl says that she desires to give him a present, and her parents aren't home either. But Jack isn't interested in that girl, and he only desires to give Maria his first clap. When Jack gets home, he sees Maria still there, and he observes that she is crying. Jack tries to comfort her by assuring her that he loves her and would take care of her. When Maria asks what he wants from her, Jack replies he wants to touch her because he feels like her son. As soon as Maria acknowledges his response, Jack begins kissing Maria, and she also lets him touch her for a while. However, in the middle of all of this, Maria pushes Jack away, saying that what they are doing is wrong. However, Jack claims that it doesn't feel wrong to him. Jack hugs Maria once again, then she removes her top for him, and he begins to caress and crash her smoothie. Maria again stops him and exits the kitchen. Jack chases her and asks Maria for banging. Maria tells him that this is wrong, and says that they are not a good match because of their age differences. Jack attempts to persuade Maria. Eventually Maria concedes after hearing him out. And they start kissing each other. After they finish kissing, Maria talks to Jack about his father and advises him not to despise him. Jack promises to make things right with his father before leaving for America. The following day, when Maria is in the kitchen, Jack gives her another behind-the-back hug. In the midst of this, Jack's father arrives home, and they quickly part ways. Jack's father then invites him to dinner, but Jack gets mad and storms out. Maria comes to convince him, but Jack had a plan to spend the night with her, because he is leaving for America soon. Maria promises to spend the next day night with him. She also asked him to sort things out with his father. Jack agrees with her and goes to see his father late at night. Jack accuses his father for not giving him enough time and of not loving his mother. His father tells him that he loves him very much, and that his marriage was specifically for Jack. Jack realizes his dad and spend the night with his father. Then Jack falls asleep there. The next day when Maria gets to work, Jack greets her and tells her that he would like to spend every moment of the day with her. They then go to the park, and then Maria takes Jack to her house for a kiss and a cuddle. Jack then tells Maria that he feels this is like a dream, with which he's going to clap someone for the first time. They have fun together, but Maria breaks down in the middle of clapping, because she misses her son. Then Maria admits to Jack that she didn't tell him the truth about her son. She tells him that she looked for her child. But she came to know that her son was killed in a road accident. Upon hearing that, Jack caresses her, he expresses his sympathy for her, and both of them again commit to embracing each other. Maria continues by saying that she hasn't felt this much happy in a while, and that she usually ended relationships with her ex-boyfriends who spoke about getting married, because she feared of starting having a child again. After that, Jack tells her she can't go on like this and that her tragedy will make her a better mother. Then they rekindle their hug. Then Jack visits his father at home, and has a nice conversation with him, the following day. Before leaving, Jack kisses Maria goodbye in their home. Then Jack leaves for America. Maria also visits her mother, and tells her she is expecting a child. In the movie's final scene, we see a joyful Maria carrying Jack's child. So this is the end of the movie, The Maid, released in 2014. Thanks for watching the video.